Happy New Year, girl! Happy New Year! Girl, it is a dream. We're living the dream. Happy New Year. When I first saw you. Let me stop playing. I said, oh my, that's my dream. That's my dream. We needed a dream when you, hey, I seem to go there. And then I saw you. We had the most beautiful dream. Hey, girl. Anyone could ever have. Living a dream, girl. Don't you give me too much about my key. Don't you give me too much. That's my dream. I don't know, Tanika Blair. Come on over on YouTube. Hey, y'all. Welcome and Happy New Year. I am so happy to be here, and I am so happy to be before you. Listen, before we even get into it, let me just let you know how this is going to go. This is the place. Hello. This is the place where the pretty girls hang out. Okay, so if you know a pretty girl, you are a pretty girl. If you're that girl, if you're giving good vibes, this is where we supposed to be. So go find some other pretty girls and let them know this is where we at. Today we're gonna be chit-chatting. I'm gonna do a little bit of makeup with y'all. I'm gonna try to keep this to 30 minutes, okay? Who's gonna keep time for me? Who's gonna keep time for me? Hey, Mika. Hi, is it Tua Terrible? Love you. Well, go pay your bills, girl. We don't want you to not pay your bills, sis. Please go pay your bills. I need everybody to put in the comments 2023. Everybody put 2023 in the comments. That's all you got to put. 2023 and your favorite emoji that represents how you feel so far in 2023. Hey, boo. I'm so glad you're here. Happy New Year. Hey, Candice, girl. Great. 2020. Now, Janelle, sis, we ain't there yet, sis. 2023. Put 2023 in the chat. What's up, Pinky? Hey, Glam Lady. Hey, Alexis. Child of the Light 2023. Okay, there you go, Miko. Not, why is you face palming already, sis? We just got started. But that's okay. Keep watching. Go get you a glass of wine because we're going to change that. Keep watching. Let me put some lotion on my ashy hands. I need everybody, even if you don't usually talk, I need you to put 2023 and an emoji to describe how you feeling in 2023 or how you feeling about 2023. Because some of y'all still on 2022. There we go. Okay, I see some hearts. I see some fires. All right, Sandra. Come on, Sandra. Oh, come on. What's going on with what's going on with my signal? Am I frozen, y'all? Okay, there, I'm back. Yes. Money. Well, who is that? Martashe or Mar? Is it Martash? Marita Shepherd, she got the right mind. Money, money, money. Period. So we just gonna chit chat, y'all. Somebody keep time for me. I need y'all to keep time for me in 5-minute increments because I'm not gonna be up here for no 2 or 3 hours. Hey D, what's going on, D? Yes, I like that, Erica. Is it Liliana? What's up, Vivian? Hey, Pauline. Positive vibes only. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna do my eyebrows with y'all, and we gonna chit chat about manifestation versus affirmation, right? Y'all still putting 2023? Put 2023 down below. 2023. Okay, I'm not frozen. Okay, sis, thank you. I appreciate y'all. Y'all always got my back. D, why you not? That's weird, D. Why you don't got a wrench? Let me give you a wrench. Did you make a new account, D? I feel like you should have a wrench. Hold on a minute. Wait. Y'all stop typing. I'm trying to do something. There you go. Let me see. D, it's not letting me do it. That's so weird, D. I'm trying to make D a moderator and it's not letting me do it. That's weird. That's very suspicious. So y'all know at the beginning of every year, because this is what we talk about. We talk about manifestations and we talk about affirmations. So for the next, let's say for the next 30 days, I am going to give you guys a affirmation every single day, and we're going to talk about it and we're going to discuss it. Hey Candy, hey Katrina. If you are on Facebook, if you could please do me a favor, make sure you give me a like, share, and also head on over here to YouTube in these YouTube streets, because you know they be trying to play me over here on YouTube. Y'all know they try to play me, but that's okay. I'm still here. But head on over here to the YouTube streets and hit the like button. Also hit the share. Anytime you interact with me, no matter how you interact with me, whatever the comment is, good, bad, or indifferent, it helps us sister out. But anyway, as y'all know, it's my goal to always be the number one plus size resource when it comes to how to grow and glow, right? Living our best life. You know what, Trace Lynn? Things are getting better, girl. It's getting better in 2023. It's getting better. So my goal, you know what I'm saying, is to help a sister out. I feel like for whatever reason, a lot of people are are concerned with self. And there's nothing wrong with being concerned with yourself, because if you can't help yourself, you definitely can't help nobody else. However, before you complain about your sister, why don't you, offer them some help? So that's what I'm trying to do, girl. I'm trying to offer my sister some help. So I'm getting all my tools out. I'm getting my tools out so we can do these eyebrows. Because listen, I'm telling you, I'm only going to be before you for 30 minutes. Watch. I'm keeping my word. 35 minutes because we started late. 35 minutes. But anyway, when it comes to an affirmation, I would say my affirmation that I would like to talk about is pretty much I am enough. I feel like I have for the last, I don't know, maybe the last 6 months of 2023 came to the realization that somewhere along the way I was not feeling like I was enough. I was somewhere along the line was allowing people to make me feel like I was not good enough, like I was, that I was less than, which really bothered me because I worked so hard to build my confidence in being who I am, right? Before, I won't say that I didn't know that there was anything different about me per se. I definitely knew that there was something different. I'm not going to say that there was something wrong with me. I'm going to say I knew that there was something different about me. Different meaning, I was different. Just put it like that. There was something different about me, meaning I was different. I was different from other people. I did things different than other people. I look different than other people. So I kind of grew up knowing that, right? But it was amplified and enhanced when I came out here in these YouTube streets and decided to do the whole social media thing. Now, originally, there was several different reasons why I decided to start social media. Most of them you guys pretty much know why. If or you don't know why, if you follow me anytime you learn why, right? So, but one of the main things was that I definitely wanted to be the representation that I felt like was missing, right? And the crazy thing is I would come out and I would be like, well, I don't see a lot of people that look like me. I don't see a lot of people doing what I'm doing. And it seemed like every little thing I would say, it would be someone that would be so busy trying to be combative with me that they weren't even really listening to what I was saying. It was like you so ready to say I'm wrong, you're not even really listening to what it is that I am saying. Nevertheless, I digress. So, towards the end of the year, I said, you know what? I can't keep talking about where my mojo goes. You know what I'm saying? Now, listen, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all this real quick. Side note, Maya, I went to church and I stayed home. I'm an old school girl. I don't party on New Year's Eve. I would love to party, but it's just not something that I would do. Um, I'm used to going to church. Y'all, anybody who know me know that I'm not going nowhere. If anything, I'm going to church. I'm going to church, girl. But anyway, as so towards the end of the year, I started to kind of feel like, okay, what's happening? What's going on? Why am I feeling this way? And not just why am I feeling this way, but what are we going to do to make sure that I'm not feeling this way anymore? And I remember that in the very beginning of my journey, when I first started doing social media or when I first started doing YouTube, I really didn't know that there was anything wrong with what I was doing on YouTube, meaning like I didn't know that there was a different way to do it. I just knew that I was gonna come on here, I was gonna be myself, and I was gonna do my thing. Hey boo, I didn't really think, oh, I'm gonna have a whole lot of hate. I'm gonna have I didn't think hard about that. Or I'm gonna do a whole bunch of things wrong, or I'm gonna make a whole bunch of mistakes. I didn't really think about that. I just said, this is what I wanna do. This is my goal. This is how I'm gonna do it. I wasn't comparing myself to anybody else. Thank you, boo. Thank you, Missy K. I wasn't comparing myself to anybody else. I wasn't worried about what nobody else had going on. I just was like, listen, I want to make this work. Okay. I didn't use any excuses. I didn't think, oh my God, I need this piece of equipment, that piece of equipment. None of that. When I said I wanted to do YouTube, I used a smart water bottle and a selfie stick. And I still have that as to remind me whenever you really want to do something, you don't talk yourself out of it. You don't make excuses of why it's not going to work. You just do it. You don't compare yourself to anybody because who do you have to compare yourself to but yourself? You're always competing with yourself to be the best version of yourself, right? Well, that's what I was doing when I very first started. I wasn't looking at other YouTubers. I didn't care about how other content creators treated me. I didn't care whether they accepted me or not, or they made me feel some type of way. I didn't care about the comments that were being left. Girl, I didn't even know there was comments on my videos probably until I got to about 5,000, probably like 5,000 subscribers or something real stupid. Like I didn't know that they were there. I wasn't paying attention because I was so focused on what I wanted to do, on what my goal was, right? I was focused. And to me, I was the most happiest and I was the most successful in those small, like in that small period of time where I was laser focused on, hey Christina, hey, is it Liana? I feel like I'm not saying that right. Hey Tammy. I was laser focused on my goal and not the actual process of the journey of completing my goal, right? Hold on a minute. Basically, right? Hey Sandra. So somewhere along the way, I started allowing the voices of my critics to be louder than my own personal voice. And I started paying attention to what was being said about me by people who really didn't even know me. I don't know why, but it just started to smack me in the head. And I started to compare myself. Hey, Happy New Year. I started to compare myself to people who didn't really know me or know my journey, and people who I didn't really know either. But for whatever reason, I compared myself to them. Now, nowhere in this do I feel like I got more haters or less haters. I really feel like it's been a consistent um I feel like it's been like a consistent amount. But what has changed, evolved, and been different is me as a person and my personal perspective. My perspective has changed, the good and the bad. So I've gone from not being laser focused, not being focused on what anybody else has to say, and just being focused on my end results. Right, to me that was when I was at my most successful. That's when I was really doing my thing, right? Then somewhere along the way I lost my vision, I lost my focus, and I allowed other people's voices to be louder than my own personal voice, even when it came to things that I liked and things that I knew were true. I still would be listening to negative more than I was listening to positive. Then, by the power of journaling, I wish I had one of my journals with me because I just had like five of them, but I was able to go back and it brought to my attention, okay, you know what? Nothing has changed. It's not circumstantial, right? It's perspective. And I feel like so many times we get stuck with the circumstance that we lose focus, and our perspective is what really messes us up. I know for me, that's what messes me up. In my Patreon, if you're not a part of Patreon, this is the beginning of the year, this is the beginning of the month. It's a great time to join. I'm going to give you 2 free months of Patreon when you join if you pay the yearly. That way you get 2 months for free. You don't want to miss it. I'm telling you, you do not want to miss it. If you're not in Patreon, you need to join. It's patreon.com/Joy More. Anyway, but in the Patreon, we have been going over really preparing for New Year's for the last 6 months because we've been doing vision work, from vision boards to all kinds of stuff that we've been doing, worksheets and work, all just work, okay, on ourselves and on our focus. But now we're going past the vision and moving into the planning, right? So that way we can just, because you can't just be looking at, okay, I want to do this, I want to have this, I want to manifest, 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 manifest. At some point, you got to actually go into the work stage of it. So Friday, that's what we're supposed to be doing, right? But anyway, I want to change my perspective, um, of understanding that it's not just about having confidence and self worth and self love. All of that is great, but we also have to have perspective. Happy New Year's. Um, we have to have perspective, right? I feel like my eyebrows are still not right. They're okay, but they still a little bit off. That's why, okay, so that's the reason why you can have two people that see the exact same situation, but they both notice something different. For example, you can have people that talk about accidents or the scene of the accident, and they can interpret it completely different. Two people can, interpret the same thing completely different from each other. And it's not based on what happened. It wasn't that the situation was different, it was that the perspective was different, right? The perspective. So my thing is, how do I change my own perspective? And I feel like it's not just about vision, but it's about what I decide to focus on. So instead of me focusing on not just the negative, but it's the it's the talk, right? It's the listening to the conversation. You know what I mean? Yes. Okay. Don't look to the left. Thank you, Ashaka. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right. It's staying focused on what it is that you want to accomplish. So I just feel like during this time of year, we all set our intention and our visions, and we set our affirmations, right? Um, versus manifesting what it is that we want to come into our lives. And my thing is, if you are trying to set your intention, set your manifestation, set your affirmation, please understand that you are enough, not just enough, but you are more than enough to stay focused on yourself and your own dream, right? I love you too, D. I love the journey that I'm taking with you. You provide a learning platform that is so insightful. Thank you. I love you, D. Thank you so much. Hey, Kalia Frazier. I was just watching you today. Um, I hate that when I was in Atlanta, I didn't get to see you. That I wanted to. I don't know what happened. But anyway, so if you're setting your intention, and y'all know how I believe. What you believe is what you believe, but what I believe is, in order for you to have an understanding of manifesting, you got to understand the chief manifester who spoke the world with the word. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But beyond that, perspective is going to be the most important thing, and that is, how do we gain perspective? Okay, three ways, right, for us to gain perspective, right? Three ways. So, three ways for you to gain perspective is one momento. One way for you to gain perspective is to make sure that you understand that you are enough and more than enough. In understanding that, that means comparison. Sometimes that may mean separating yourself. It may seem a little bit drastic, right? But you may have to separate yourself, because if you're in a situation where you're vulnerable and you're not able to separate the voices in your head from your personal voice, from what reality is, then you may have to separate yourself and make sure that you're consuming things that are confirming, not conforming, but confirming, like confirmation of your goal and your affirmation, right? So that's number one. No comparison, making sure that you're setting yourself aside and you're giving yourself what you need to confirm who you really are, not comparing yourself to who someone else is or who someone thinks you should be, because that's a dangerous place, right? I don't know what it is with me and my eyebrows. That tail's looking real thin. Okay, so that's number one. Okay, hold on. Let's see. We are all vulnerable and we all can be vulnerable. That's why we have to stay focused. Love you very much. Hey, Candace. I think there are some ladies from Virginia or West Virginia. I think I have two or three ladies from West Virginia. And I think I have some ladies from the DMV area in general. Yes. But as you know, we do travel quite a bit with each other. Thank you, Kayla. Had a supposed friend that was very negative about anything I do or like. Took me a while to realize how toxic they were and how they prevented me from focusing 100%. Okay, so it's crazy that you say that because number two, so I'm not sure if you have had many bouts with very negative people, or not only negative people, but people who try to isolate you. I feel like certain times, especially when you're looking to bring and manifest new affirmations into your life, or you're looking to focus on goals, sometimes we have the wrong connections and we have the wrong people in our life. When we have the wrong connections, right? In our lives and we have the wrong people in our life, that can also cause us to lose focus. Because remember what I said in number one, you got to be your loudest voice in your head. It's got to be positive, right? The loudest voice in your head has to be a positive voice that reinforces and confirms your goal and your focus. If you've got someone else who is a friend, even if they mean you well, but they're not supporting you, right? Christina, I will cover dark circles. I got something. I'm going to say vitamin E or vitamin C. Another good thing is gleaming. It's a mask or turmeric that can help with discoloration. But anyway, so the number two thing that you would need to be concerned and focused on is the people that you surround yourself with, right? You always want to surround yourself with people who are going to give you the support that you need. You're not going to be debating or arguing with people about what it is that you need them to be or what it is that you need them to do. In 2023, people are who they are. If they love you, they love you. If they don't, they don't. If they support you, they support you. Yes, yes, the loudest voice in your head should be your own support and your own cheerleader telling you that you can do this. If not, you got to have a circle that also is that support system for you. Stop trying to convince people to be who you need them to be. Unfortunately, honey, they're just not who you need. But that's okay because there's 3 trillion people all over the world. There's got to be somebody that if you give them the right opportunity would love to support you. They would love to support you. So I'm talking to you and I'm talking to myself. I got 1 minute and I gotta go. I feel like that hour right there look a little crazy. What you think? We can't convince people to be who we need them to be. Let people listen. When you love something, you let it go, right? Let people be who they are. It's not that they hate you. It's not that they trying to destroy you. Not all the time. Sometimes people just don't have the capacity to be who you need them to be. And that's okay. Deuces. Throw them the peace sign, right? I love you. It is, I was about to sing you another song. It is well, right? Okay, so it's your responsibility not to isolate yourself. You need to do the opposite. Whatever, listen, in order for you to get a new, it's 30 minutes and 15 seconds. In order for you to get and achieve a new goal, you got to do something new. So whatever the opposite is of what you've been doing before, do that. So if you tend to back yourself up in a corner, if you tend to be isolated, if you tend to be by yourself, don't do that no more. Do the opposite. Find a group of people who are going to support you. And the moment you feel like they're not, you got to move on. Right? So that's number 2, your support group. And number 3, who can guess what number 3 is on how to keep your focus and how to be consistent with your affirmation? What's number 3? I want to see if y'all can guess what number 3 is, what I'm going to say. I'm going to give you a hint. Who going to say it? Is my thing on a delay? Yep, it is. It's on a delay. Hey, Monique. Who going to say it? What's number 3? Journal it. Write it down. Write it down because, and not only write it down, but date it. And don't make it up. Write down how you feel. And don't be afraid to have a journal for different things. I have journals for different things. I don't write in every single journal every single day. So write it down. Your affirmation for today and for this week should be I am enough. I am more than enough. And write it down. I am enough and I am more than enough because I am resilient. Even though I'm afraid, I still face my fears and I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm going to be successful. Write it down. Write it down in your journal, girl. Y'all, what's going on with? I don't know what's going on. Write it down in your journal. And date it. Time it and date it. Write it down, time it, and date it. Write it down, time it, and date it. Listen, be if you're gonna be transparent with anybody, be transparent with yourself. Don't No one else has to understand it. No one else has to agree with it. All that matters is that you're transparent with yourself. Affirmations are very powerful and they're very important. Okay, and it's gonna be my goal. Like I told you guys, I'm gonna pour into you as much as I can, right? I want to be your number one support system and your resource for all parts of your life. So, from your clothing to your drawers to growing and glowing to friendships to networking, whatever you need, I want to always be a level of support for you, right? So, hopefully, this was helpful. Replay this video if you missed anything. Make sure that you get a journal and you write in your journal every day. Understand that you're enough. Understand why you're enough. And start somewhere, right? Don't compare yourself. Watch your circle. Find a group of people that's going to be supportive. Never ever compare yourself or your journey with someone else's journey. Don't lose focus. Okay, I love you guys so, so much, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being a part of my world and allowing me to be a part of your world. If you are watching on the replay, let me know down below in the comments what are some affirmations that you're working for. Hey, chocolate latte. Let me know that some of the affirmations that you're working toward or working for, right? If you miss something, like I said, just rewatch it. It's all about having your positive affirmation versus manifesting those affirmations in your life. We're going to be talking about it for the next 30 days, and we're just going to see what happens in 30 days. What can we do if we just change our perspective and focus on the right thing, right? It doesn't mean that things won't happen, but it's like, what are you going to focus on? I'm going to focus on bettering the situation instead of constantly talking about what's wrong with the situation. I'm going to do what I can to make it better. Hopefully I made your day better. Make sure that you hit the like. Also, you guys, you're going to have to just come back to my channel and check on a consistent basis to see if there was any content that you missed, because as you know, we fighting with the algorithm trying to get it to get my content out there. And I believe that in 2023, we're going to be doing above and beyond and better than we ever have. Hey, Hope. Y'all go to Patreon, patreon.com/Joy and More. If you want more one-on-ones, more in-depth time with me, we have a group chat. We got a whole group of people to help support you. If you're looking for your tribe, if you're looking to just be a little bit close, just to be, okay, I'm not going to do this with y'all. I love you. It is 36 minutes. I didn't get no eyebrows done, but I did deliver you a message. So my job here is done. I might be on TikTok a little bit later. I'm going to get my eyebrows done because I want to film tonight. So I love you, girls. Did I miss anything? D, can you make a comment? Because I'm trying to make D a moderator. And you're saying, hey, Stasha. Hey, Ree. I don't know what is wrong with. Here we go. Okay. Let me try again. There we go. There you go, D. That should work. Hey, listen, if you haven't been on in a long time, I'm glad that you're here. Thank you so much. Now, Ree, why are you saying bye to me? You know I'm finna see you in 20 seconds. But anyway, if you haven't been on here in a long time, don't worry about it. It's okay. Pick up where you left off. If you missed a video, it's probably gonna be right here. So watch this video if you missed the video, so that way you can get caught up. I love you to the moon and back, and I will see you later. Happy New Year, you guys. I'm wishing you all the best this year. Mwah. Bye. Go, why you didn't tell me I had something on my shirt? That probably was on my neck. You thought it was a crumb. It's not a crumb. Okay? It's a piece of lint. Y'all always think I'm eating. It's not a crumb.